And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Our game tonight featuring the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. They have their two big men out there, Towns and Gobert, working inside. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. And for Dallas, Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Daniel Gafford is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Jones in at the three. Pretty interesting backcourt matchup here, Grant, with a lot of star power at the guard positions on both sides.
And, you know, traditionally, B.A., when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
Now here's Edwards. Inside. Stolen by Gafford. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Doncic. Conley with some nice D. And Towns has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Left side, McDaniels. Towns passes to Conley. Back to Towns. The Mavericks pull it in. On the wing, Irving. Over Edwards. Second shot opportunity. And the bucket is good from Gafford in deep.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Gobert gets the bucket.
Gobert maintaining balance through contact. Remarkable concentration.
Doncic against Conley. And it's Doncic missing.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Washington against Edwards. Towns outside. Fires from deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball, most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
After falling in the first round of the 2023 playoffs, Clark, the Timberwolves still have some work to do.
Yep, they were hoping the Rudy Gobert trade, B.A., would elevate them higher. But this is a team that still needs to grow and develop more. I think their front office is going to stay aggressive in tweaking the roster.
Now here's Edwards. To the inside. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Edwards.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
From deep, here's Doncic. Sinks that one after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Conley passes to Gobert. Grant, some think of Gobert as just a defensive specialist. He's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, B.A., I like how Rudy uses his height to his advantage inside. Focuses on taking high percentage shots that come to him naturally.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's good. 2 points.
Not afraid to mix it up down low. Edwards is a big guard, really put together nicely. He's got a great body.
Pass to Jones. Here's Gafford. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. From deep, here's Doncic. And the Mavericks, another three.
Prolific from deep. Luka, one of the best in the game right now.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert Gobert powers it home.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Doncic outside. On the wing, Irving, guarded by Edwards. And he lobs it up top. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Conley up top, guarded by Doncic. Pass to McDaniels. And Gafford with the block. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Three on the clock. Here's Edwards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Exum's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Gobert. Kleba with a steal. And now the Mavs on the run. Again, Dallas.
Luka doesn't shoot a ton from the mid-range, but he's more than capable and effective when he does.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
The loudest section gets a free T-shirt. Let him hear you. All right, let's hear it one more time.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Here's Towns. Second chance effort. And another shot. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. The Mavericks have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Pass to Kleba. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Edwards got a hand on it. And here's Hardaway. No points so far. Pass to Lively. Here's Exum. Now here's Kleba. Second chance shot. Here's Lively. And Gobert with a block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
1:21 left in the first quarter here. The Timberwolves trail. Down low. Here's Towns. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Taking the contact and scoring. Towns not to be denied of the bucket there.
1:05 left in the opening quarter. Here's Exum. McDaniels covering. Hardaway on the wing. Lets it go. Dallas no good that time either.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Green comes in for Exum. You know, Clark, when you think about the history of this Dallas franchise, one man stands out. That's Dirk.
Yeah, he's worthy of a statue for sure, B.A. He played all 21 seasons of his career with the Mavs. He was the first European MVP in league history. And then in 2011, he helped bring an NBA title to the Mavericks, beating the LeBron Wade-led Heat team.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Green. Over McDaniels.
Excellent defense from McDaniels. Jaden's length and activity, really a problem for shooters.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Hardaway on the wing. Kleba outside. Here's the three. That one doesn't drop. It'll count. The shot, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Mavericks on top, they lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
After the trade for Kyrie Irving, the Mavericks offense went to another level. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "We're still going to preach defense, but on the offensive end, there's going to be nights where we're scoring 130 or 140. Kai gives us another weapon. Someone is going to be free. Someone is going to have the advantage." Brian?
Oh, nice stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
And the basket by Gobert.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Doncic on the wing. Back to Green. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Luka's peripheral vision off the charts. Get wide open, and he's going to find you.
Well, Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
And I think people undervalue the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
And Minnesota has possession. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Shot is good by Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Doncic against Conley. Pass to Irving. The 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Irving's got 5.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the Mavericks making a change here. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Conley with the ball. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Out to the right wing. Tipped. Towns against Doncic. Drives to the hoop. No good that time. Good work defensively by Towns. Conley passes to Edwards. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. For Dallas, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Doncic against Towns. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Nice finish from Luka.
Doncic really excels at keeping defenses off balance in the pick and rolls.
Conley on the attack. Doncic for the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Gafford, he's checked in for Washington. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Towns passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I know Rudy's team is loving this, seeing him in full attack mode offensively. A sight to behold.
And here's Doncic outside. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, BA, they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
Well, Clark, we know Anthony Edwards is a great hooper, but how would you rate his acting ability?
Hey, I thought he was quite good. To be honest with you, BA, in that Hoops movie, he was playing the bad guy, the villain role. Ant has a huge personality. We saw that on the big screen. Perhaps a second career for him when he's done terrorizing the NBA.
Edwards against Irving. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Right side, Edwards. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. The Mavericks have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's an 8-point Dallas lead.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Uncovered. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. The Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Minnesota calls time here. Well, Grant, we saw a lot of lower seeds winning series in last year's playoffs. Is the regular season losing importance?
You know, BA, there's greater parity, which means less separation in the league, especially between the top seeds and the bottom seeds. But still, the league needs to make sure regular season games do matter.
Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Gafford. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Deflected. And they're on the break. Here's Reed. And Gafford with the block. McDaniels against Hardaway. Irving. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Irving's got 7. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for him, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And the foul called on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thinking back to one of the most fun runs in the NBA, Grant, those early 2000 Mavs teams.
Oh, I played against those teams, and they were incredible offensively. Of course, you had Steve Nash running the point, Dirk and Finley on the wings, and the pace they played with, they were well ahead of their time.
The Mavericks have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. The 17-footer, book it again, 7 for 12, and going at the defense.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Towns, to the paint. Now Reed. Pass to Towns. And Gafford with the block. For 3, Hardaway. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Morris can't hit.
Timberwolves foul. Monte Morris. First personal foul. Third team
And he makes the first. Even though the Timberwolves made the playoffs in 2023, Grant, they had their share of trials.
Yeah, BA, they had to integrate new players. I mean, Cat missed 51 games due to a calf strain. There was that incident with Gobert and Kyle Anderson. And, of course, Jaden McDaniels fracturing his hand.
Green's checked in for Irving.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Now he's checked in for the Mavericks. So he gets them both. 29 seconds left to play in the half. Morris deciding where to go with it. Up and over Doncic. Doncic pulls down the board. And Doncic has got the ball here for Dallas. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Anderson pulls it down. It's McDaniels on the wing. Anderson gets the bucket. Anderson's got his first basket.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end.
32.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Mavericks?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taking a lot of pressure off the starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
And Kenny, how about you? What'd you see from the Timberwolves?
They've been out of sync in this one, shooting under. Struggling to create good looks and settling for tough shots. I like to see them drive the basketball more and get easy buckets.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Derek Jones is out there with Washington, and it's Gafford in at the center position. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
From 13, oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Edwards against Irving. Edwards, a pass to Anderson. Banked it in off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. From deep, here's Doncic. From way back there, Luka.
Way downtown, Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
Here's McLaughlin, down low. Gobert passes to Edwards. Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Gafford. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And it's McLaughlin missing. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Josh Green is becoming a key 3-and-D wing in Dallas. Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki said, quote, he's a great defender already. He's athletic, he plays super, super hard, and now he added a 3-pointer to his game. Obviously, that's one thing he needed to get better at. He puts in a lot of work. Brian?
Well, you can see it. It has absolutely paid off. Thanks, Allie. Edwards. No good. Nice D from Gafford. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Doncic finds Jones. Gafford with the ball. Washington outside. Shot from 12. And that one's long.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Well, Clark, no question which end of the floor Rudy Gobert makes his biggest impact.
Yeah, he's a demoralizing defender. I mean, his height and reach give him some significant advantages, but it's more than that. You don't win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards just because you're tall and long. You got to have some toughness, you got to have some anticipation and timing, and the willingness to get down and dirty.
And Dallas calls time here. Clark, last year, Luka Doncic averaged over 32 points a game, second best in the NBA.
Yeah, you can't ignore the fact that he also led the league in usage rate too, B.A. It's the Luka show in Dallas. However, after missing the playoffs last year, it's pretty clear Doncic needs some help.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley comes in for McLaughlin.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Conley looking for an opening. Here's Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup. Edwards has got 10.
Hey, he's so strong in the upper body, you're not going to alter Edwards' shot with just a little bump.
Edwards has gotten 4 of his 9 shots to go. Now Irving. He's got 9. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
And he lobs it up, and he jams it home with authority.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Here's Hardy. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Jones. It's blocked by Gobert. Outside Conley. Gobert on the high post. Strong finish by Rudy Gobert. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Towns. And now just a 5-point Maverick lead. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Washington. Exum comes in for Jones. And Hardaway is subbed in for Irving.
Hardaway Jr.
Hardy. No made baskets yet.
In the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Lively. Here's Exum. Clock at 4. Cashes it in from 11 feet. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
They're not rolling like they were earlier. The bucket's a little harder to come by.
Yeah, the game has a bit of a different texture than it did just a little bit ago. Suddenly, that lead is not looking as comfy and cozy as it once did.
And they recover it. Towns finds Edwards. Tries again. Here's Gobert. Hardaway grabs the board. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Inside. And Powell with the stuff.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And Minnesota calls time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's Green with the ball for the Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Kleba, great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Oh, great D that time from Kleba.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Exum. Takes a three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. McDaniels inside. Green covering. And, yep, it's good.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
For three, Hardaway. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Dallas. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Timberwolves trail. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Outside for Green. Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Tim Hardaway.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
Luka Doncic is checked in for Green. One thing you can count on with this Mavericks team, they shoot threes.
All night long if you let them. I mean, near the top of the league for attempts beyond the arc. They do it every chance they can get.
Some of the quickest hands in the NBA. Kyrie showing you that quick release there.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves. You know, when you think about Kyrie Irving's game, his ball handling is what still comes to mind first.
Yeah, you know, B.A., that and his killer instinct. Kyrie is one of the most creative players we've ever seen. A guy you can count on to come through in big moments.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards against Hardaway. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Playing to his strength. Gobert inside.
What a move by Gobert. Closing that open space in the pick and roll.
From deep, here's Doncic. Offensive rebound. Here's Gafford. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And we also can't ignore how relentless they've been on defense, flustering the opponent and generating a lot of steals.
Conley against Doncic. Conley passes to Towns. Fires the three. Conley finds Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniel.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Conley. To the inside. Goes back up. And the basket by Gobert. Gobert's got 24.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Edwards against Irving. Over Edwards. Here's Gafford. Washington outside. There's the triple. Edwards pulls it in.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Conley against Doncic. And Gafford with the block. And here's the fast break. Oh, the bucket's good. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Second team foul.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. Jones, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Conley passes to Reed. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. And here's Gafford. Doncic outside. Washington outside. 5 to shoot. Over Towns. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Boy, with good mechanics and a nice high release point, Washington has a pretty advanced mid-range game.
Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Gafford against Reed. Outside Irving. He shoots it. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
Conley passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Conley passes to Towns. Good.
Oh, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
And Dallas calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Edwards against Irving. That one off the back iron and out. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth. Conley against Doncic. Conley passes to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. And Gafford with the block. Good chance here for Irving. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Irving's got 19 points.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
Edwards with it. Checked by Washington. Towns laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Can't ask for a better look when they needed it most, using his height advantage inside.
Outside Irving. Here's Doncic. And Gobert with a block. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Coming up big in the clutch. McDaniels with the highlight reel hoop.
Here's Doncic. And he gets that one. 28 points for him.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he merely knots up the score.
And it's Doncic missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. Edwards against Irving. Here's Gobert. Nice D from Gafford. Timeout called. The Mavericks. Three seconds left to play in the fourth. And stolen by Edwards.
Good! Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Doncic passes to Irving. Cans it to force overtime.
This is as good as it gets. A big-time bucket to send it to OT.
Cold-blooded mate, that was. Plain and simple.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after the break. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Minnesota with the ball. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And Gobert with the stuff.
Gobert calling for the ball in moments like these. Big-time games under his belt.
The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Pass to Irving. Now Gafford. Tipped away. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. The putback. Doncic grabs the miss. The Mavericks trailing. This one for 3. Doncic, count it.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Now here's Edwards. To the left wing. From 20 feet. Gobert, no good. Outside Irving. From behind the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Jones. To the inside. Conley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, it helps to have Conley on the floor during these moments. He's outstanding at coming through on those big possessions. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure. Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the lights.
Washington finds Jones. Doncic on the wing. Takes the three. Drops in the three. Doncic has got 34 points.
Any doubt who's taking that shot? That's Luka's basketball all the way because he's much in the clutch.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Offensive board. Outside McDaniels. Up top Edwards. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels inside. Working on Jones. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Dallas calls timeout. They're leading by 2. There's 53 seconds left in the first overtime period. And here are the Mavericks now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Conley against Doncic.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Money!
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line, Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Gafford.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're trailing by 4. 27 seconds left in the OT period. Here's Edwards. They get the rebound. Here's Gobert. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Gafford. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible. You hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're down by 6. 12 seconds left to play in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. Edwards against Hardaway. Pulls up.
Takes his defensive work seriously. Hardaway Jr. proving to be a difficult stopper.
And so the Mavericks take the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kyrie, the offense was clicking tonight. Can you talk about the impact of ball movement on your success?
It's very important. When we trust each other like that on both ends of the floor, especially offensively, it makes it easier for all of us to be aggressive, and I think that we did a great job of that tonight. We just got to keep it going. Fans deserve us to move up in these standings, man. We got some work to do. We got some work to do.
This team is as deep as it gets. They're all willing to put the work in, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.